Hey, what's up, everyone? This is the K-Man 1971, back with my latest comic book haul. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving out there and hopefully an extended weekend, and that you're all currently well rested and digested because I have a fat stack of comics to show you today. 49 comic books, 49 back issues. Why? Well, tomorrow is my birthday, and I turn 49 years old. So, to celebrate me, I bought one comic for every year that I'm on this plane of existence. So, like I said, I have 49, so let's just jump right on in. Kicking it off, we have Fantastic Four number 511, the first appearance of the one above all, aka Jack the King Kirby. Special shout out to Reed Comics for showing this off in one of his videos earlier on in the year and unintentionally giving me the heads up about it. Fantastic Four number 15. Finally got a copy of this. This is the first appearance of Valeria Von Doom, another incarnation of Valeria Richards, who is kind of like the modern Adam Warlock as far as multiple first appearances go. Batman Beyond, number 4, first appearance of 10 from the Royal Flush Gang, and I guess she is an on-again, off-again love interest of Batman Beyond. Don't quote me, I've only read a handful of Batman Beyond comics. Here's an upgrade, first of many that you'll see in this haul. G.I. Joe number 25, the first appearance of Zartan. Yes. Love this series. You can't be a kid from the 80s and not. DC Comics presents Annual number 1. This is the first appearance of Lex Luthor from Earth 3, the father of the Lex Luthor in Crisis in Infinite Earths that plays a major role. So pretty cool. And I also picked up Annual number 2, which features the first appearance of Superwoman, who I think has only made one other appearance since then. And I'm not even sure if it's that incarnation, but love a cheap first appearance. And I also love old school annuals and anniversary issues, but annuals also. While I was there, I also picked up my second copy of DC Comics Presents number 1. Also picked up my second copy of Legends number 3, first appearance of the Modern Suicide Squad. Only $5 too. It cost me $15 to get their first appearance, a year before the movie came out. I guess I wasn't collecting comics at this time, so that's the only reason I can explain not having this classic Jim Lee Wolverine cover in my PC already, but glad to have it now. Another upgrade, Uncanny X-Men number 193, which features the first continuity appearance of Starfire. Not Starfire, I'm sorry, Firestar. Dyslexia. Hey, how you doing? So this is another one. I picked it out of the dollar bin probably about 3 or 4 years ago, but I picked up this really nice bone white copy for $3 probably 2 or 3 months ago. Silver Surfer number 1, yet another upgrade. They call this Silver Surfer number 1 volume 2, but it's really just a one-shot. And but what a one-shot it is. Plot by Stan Lee, art by John Byrne. What more can you ask for? Yet again. New Teen Titans number 23, probably my favorite comic book run of all time. Marv Wolfman, George Perez, greatness. I'm so glad that this book is getting a little time in the sun. First appearance of Blackfire and the first appearance of Adrian Chase before he became the Vigilante. I believe the copy that I own in my long boxes is the direct edition, and this is the newsstand edition. Really happy to pick it up. Let's make some room. I think it's a pretty good time so far. All right, I'm a big fan of eras, and this issue right here, Justice League number 78, kicks off the Justice League Satellite era, which was the Justice League era that I grew up knowing as a little kid. So love this, love the Justice League. How could I not? I was brought up on the Super Friends. So Justice League number 78, this is the first appearance of the JLA Satellite. Yes. Justice League of America number 87, first appearance of Silver Sorceress and Blue Jay, who were Z-list members back in the 90s. Now for some more traditional staple members of the Justice League, especially the Satellite era, here we have Justice League number 105, the issue where Ralph Dibny, the elongated man, joins the Justice League. Number 106, where Red Tornado joins. Number 107, which is the first appearance of Earth X, the parallel world where the Nazis won World War II, and this is the first appearance of the Freedom Fighters. Number 110, which features the second full appearance of Jon Stewart. And just a little side note, I had actually read this story years and years ago as a wee lad from the DC Blue Ribbon Digest. They had a Christmas special, which I thought most of the stories were lame, except for this one. So it was a very nice nostalgia bomb once I opened up this comic, which is always welcome. Number 146, Hawkgirl joins the league. 161, another upgrade, bone white, near mint copy of issue where Zatanna joins the league. And then finally, number 166, which is just a classic JLA storyline where they go up against many of their arch nemesis, and they do the whole Freaky Friday thing where the minds of the JLA are transported into the villains, and the villains' minds are transported into some of the Justice League. So always wanted this three-parter. I only found the first part, but I'm still on the lookout for 167 and 168. Okay, let's keep trucking. As I said, I have a thing for those old school anniversary issues. So here we have Detective Comics number 483, 40th anniversary issue, and the first appearance of the Batman villain Maxie Zeus. D-list, but still, speaking of D-list and Batman, Detective Comics number 493, first appearance of the Cavalier, a Z-list Batman antagonist. But if you really want to read a good Cavalier story, check out Legends of the Dark Knight Blades by James Robinson and Tim Sale. Fantastic stuff. Batman number 252, nothing special, just a great Bronze Age issue. And finally, to top off the Batman Bronze Age, Batman Spectacular, or Batman Summer Spectacular from the 1970s. A lot of these Batman oversized specials from the 70s are tough to come by, especially in high grade like this. This features artwork from Michael Golden, Marshall Rogers, and Denny O'Neil. I mean, what more can you ask for from a Batman Bronze Age book? All that's missing is Neil Adams. All right. Little Marvel Bronze Age. We have Giant Size Avengers number 1. Really nice copy. I would say almost near mint, but it does have a little compacting on that square bound corner at the bottom. Captain America and Falcon number 168, the first appearance of a character called the Phoenix, not Jean Grey, this guy right here, who later on becomes the second Baron Zemo, who was featured in the Winter Soldier movie as well as the upcoming Winter Soldier and Falcon series, or Falcon and Winter Soldier series, which I'm really looking forward to. Amazing Spider-Man number 93, just a kick-ass Prowler cover. Love anything from the Amazing Spider-Man era, from this era rather. Shanna the She-Devil number 1, my upgraded copy. I ended up trading out the copy that I bought a couple of years ago. It was missing that bottom right corner, and that was just driving me nuts. But I stumbled across this for $5. Jim Steranko, bone white cover, Shanna the She-Devil. Not a book that's easy to come by. One of the best deals of the haul right there. Also, Kazar, Sticking in the Jungle, number 1 from Volume 1. Probably only fine minus, but also $5. Couldn't turn it away. Same store, Invincible Iron Man, number 120. Second copy. Not as nice as mine, but still a pretty good grade, especially for the price. And this is the first part of the classic Demon in the Bottle storyline. Marvel Spotlight, number 9. The latest trendy, kooky book out there. I think this is going for like $60 online. That Donny Cates craze is for real. I am not reading any of the Venom story arc right now. I kind of jumped off after, what was it, Ultimate Carnage? Just lost my interest. But this is definitely some trade bait down the road. Marvel 2-in-1, number 29. Cameo appearance of Spider-Woman. I wouldn't open it up, but I want to try to keep the video short. And it's only one panel at the end, so yeah. All right, segueing into some, from the Bronze Age into some Star Wars. Star Wars number 2, picked this up for $10. Probably only fine condition, but once again, this is my most underrated Star Wars issue. First appearance of Han Solo, Chewbacca, Ben Kenobi, and the Millennium Falcon. Wow. Star Wars number 16. Finally got me a nice copy of this. And this is the first appearance of the bounty hunter Vance. I think his name is Vance. I can never remember his name. Damn it. Back to more modern times. Mace Windu number 4. Partial origin of Mace Windu. Mace Windu #5, another one of those cameo Ahsoka Tano appearances, which are all the rage. Darth Maul #2, couldn't believe that this was still on the rack. Cover price minus 20%. First appearance of Cad Bane. I do own the entire miniseries, which is great, but I didn't own the standard cover. Star Wars #1, Uncanny X-Men homage tribute cover. Love it, love it, love it. I have the ASM homage, ASM 129 homage cover, first appearance of the Punisher. So love it anytime that Star Wars does any of these classic Marvel homage covers. And speaking of great covers, here is the cover of the haul right there. The negative variant Star Wars #1. Just beautiful. You know, people throw around the term variant worthy. This is variant worthy. If you come into possession of this comic, you will stare at this cover repeatedly. And there's nothing wrong with that. Of course, I had to pick up a little Star Wars Dark Horse stuff too. So Star Wars Tales, still working on my photo variant run. So here's a smooth talking Lando on issue #5, and this kick-ass Stormtrooper cover for issue #10. Can't wait to read this. A Stormtrooper story written by Garth Ennis. That just sounds too good. All right, we're getting close to the end. Very happy to pick this up. Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir #1. I ended up picking up the whole miniseries for a little over $20 an issue, which I think is a pretty good deal. I've been hunting this down for over a year. The reason I got the deal on it was because issue #2 had a spine tick. The rest are, near mint condition. Love it, love it, love it. Love the Clone Wars. So here's #1. #2, and there's that big spine tick right there. But to get the rest of this whole series for that, I'll take that any day. Here's #3. And #4. Oh yeah, loved it. In the Clone Wars, this definitely fills out a gap. I don't want to give it away too much about Darth Maul. He has a big battle, and last time you see him, he's in one place, and then by the end of the final season, he's in another place, and you're like, at least I was, I'm like, oh, well, how did he get here? How did he get from point A to point B? This explains it. So, highly recommended. All right. Down to the last 3. Really happy I picked this up a couple of months ago, especially after this weekend. Star Wars Heir to the Empire, #1, first appearance of Mara Jade, as well as this guy, Admiral Thrawn, who after this current episode of The Mandalorian, I'm sure this book has blown up. It was already hot to begin with, so really happy to pick this up. All right. Along with The Mandalorian, another one of my favorite shows is The Witcher. I only have like 6 shows that I watch, and this is one of them. So wanted to pick this up a while ago, but it was over like $100 at the time. So as is the case with comic book collecting nowadays, if there's not an announcement, and it's kind of like the news cycle, people kind of forget. So I ended up picking this up. It still wasn't cheap, around like $40, $50, near mint condition. I believe this is the first American comic book appearance of The Witcher. I know he appeared in a foreign comic book prior to this that wasn't written in English, but I believe this is his first American appearance. So very happy to pick this up. Really looking forward to season 2. And then finally, my pick of the haul, Silver Surfer #1. Oh, royalty. Stan Lee, John Buscema, classic goodness. Origin of the Surfer, Origin of the Watchers, just fantastic. I thought this was a book that was out of my range, and for the most part it is, but I just ended up coming across this in my honey hole. Not perfect. Has a cover crease down there, right there. Little specking on the top, but the spine is pretty tight. Except that right at the bottom there's a little compacting. But other than that, really great deal. Charged $300 for it, but I did a comic book sale for $200, so I actually only paid $100 out of pocket for this. And I would say this would probably be between a 4 and a 5. 4 at the worst, 5 at the best. So I'm really happy to pick this up. It was definitely one of my main pickups of the year. So that's it. That's all I have. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with my last comic book haul of the year. And yeah, that's it. So thank you all for watching, liking, and subscribing. And take care. See ya.